Hey, what's up? My name is Paul, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with working with contractors, not related with getting an actual remodel, but actually having contractors as partners and basically providing them with my services, which are basically providing them with marketing, providing them with authority, and overall, being more perceived as someone trustful around not only the internet, but whenever they come to give an estimate to their leads homes and actually get in touch with them to sell the project itself, right? And so we really try to focus on humanizing their brands and basically having that differential factor whenever it comes to talking with the prospect, right? Because what I've seen, this time that I've been on the industry itself, and basically countless hours of basically getting the service better and actually learning about the niche and all that stuff, is that it is what I would say pretty much all the contractors besides the top really top rated ones, they pretty much all look the same, right? And what I mean by that is that whenever you get into their website or whatever, you can pretty much always see like top rated contractor in the area, right? Best remodeler in the area, most trusted contractor in the area, or things like that, right? And so whenever you jump into a website just like this one, and you actually been searching for different types of contractors, and you start seeing all those patterns, you actually think like, why does everyone say I'm the top rated contractor on the area, or I'm the top, remodeler or whatever in the area, right? And so then you kind of start digging into the whole, I would say not problem, but let's dig it as a problem, right? Let's frame it as a problem itself. You start, digging a little bit more, and then you actually realize that everyone is, just looks the same. And what I mean by that is that if they have social media, they only post like 95% of them only post about their projects of before and afters, or maybe not even the before, just the after, and saying, hey, a great project in here, and just saying, hey, happy holidays, whatever, right? And so they just seem like, any other contractor, like average, right? And then you have kind of the other extreme where it's like these super professional brands in which, they just upload top-notch content, super high quality, showing the kitchen itself and how the project ended and basically showing the materials, which that is, something that, of course, if you're a prospect and you have the money to afford it, you would look after for it because, who wouldn't like to have like that dream kitchen or bathroom or, that dream house itself, right? But whenever you see all these two extremes, I would say, is where you kind of realize that it is actually difficult to see like first glance if that contractor is actually trustful, I would say. So on the first hand, whenever you want really remodel, you first look after for, I would say, price, because you really want to see how much is this going to cost. But then you really look after for how much can you actually trust with a contractor. And so you have one extreme, which is super expensive costs of installation and materials and all the stuff. And then you have like super cheap services, which you can get this and that for like this period of time, and get this price, which is a super great offer, and blah blah blah, right? And so I've seen, or I've realized, I would say, that you don't have to actually be on any of those extremes in actually to actually get sales out of it, right? And here's the why. Okay, everyone just tries to I would say copy each other, right? To kind of look more professional and see to follow kind of a framework. But in fact, you completely want to do the opposite. And whenever when I was first starting into the world of entrepreneurship and all that stuff, people or entrepreneurs itself will always say, when someone zigs, you have to zag. Okay. And I said, okay, cool. That term is actually cool to hear it. And it's actually original to, say, and yeah, it's basically telling you that you have to be unique, but how can you actually be unique, right? how does, that term, whenever someone zigs, you have to zag, you have to kind of innovate, I would say, or be original with it, right? But what does that mean, or how you can actually apply it into the contractor role, right? And so what I've seen based on the results that I've have from my clients, and not only from results, but overall just looking at other people from other industries, and overall just looking the whole funnel as itself, right? And that is basically being transparent, familiar, and showing trustfulness, right? Now, how can you actually achieve those three terms without actually losing the frame or fucking it up, right? So it is pretty much, I would say, pretty simple, right? Because everyone kind of, whenever you see kind of an influencer or an Instagrammer or YouTuber or whatever, you kind of see all those huge productions, I would say, making it look super professional and all that stuff with expensive cameras. But in fact, you don't really need any of that. And I'm recording myself with a camera that is like 10 years old. No joking, right? And you can see that I look great, right? I could look better, but I look great. And that's what matters, right? You can basically see myself. You can see what jumper I'm wearing. You can see a little bit about my hair, my face. You get the point, right? So it doesn't really need to be, that out of your reach, right? It's actually more simple than that. And it's by basically maybe recording yourself, maybe showing a little bit about, the project that you're currently involved, talking about, day-to-day basis stuff. And so just being honest, transparent, and familiar, right? Whenever you get into a project, besides talking with the leads and actually, explaining what this is actually going to cost and what this is actually going to take, you really want to take it one step further and actually kind of be as, I would say, because at the end of the day, you're remodeling their house, right? Their home. And so this is kind of a really difficult topic to actually talk with, because people really, I would say, that has some trust issues when it comes to, working with a contractor, right? And if you're someone that you don't have like a huge count of reviews or whatever, that is something that you really have to work on, because they won't really want to trust you, right? They really want to look after for something they can afford, but something that is trustful. And if they have to spend a little bit more, they're going to do it because you're trustful, right? And it's about that. You can actually charge a little bit more, or even, you can actually charge more for your services just because you're actually trustful, and just because you actually show that, you show up to the whole audience that who you say you are, you're actually that person, right? And it's about, whenever you're doing, a kitchen remodel, for example, right? You say, hey, I'm just going to do it as an example. Hey, we're in San Francisco, the Bay Area. We've been actually remodeling this kitchen for like 4 days. It's actually going up really amazing. We've got, these cabinets, these countertops, and, everything is going pretty well. I'm gonna, put some photos in here or here about the before, and I'm also going to be uploading you on the whole process itself, so you can basically see how it ends up looking. And then you can, cut the video and edit it, I would say, and put like a before and after of the whole process itself, which is pretty cool. And whenever it comes to social media, because I would say that people nowadays pretty addicted to it, and so people really like to see processes. People really like to see how things start and how things end. They don't really want to see the in-between because they don't care about it, and they're actually lazy. So, basically a cool video of you saying like, hey, this is the before, this is the after. We had maybe these problems, but we also find those solutions, and that really humanizes the brand. And if you actually show pictures about the team itself, with people smiling, that really helps. Show about the process, show about, how everything evolves, and just being honest with itself, I can guarantee that you're gonna have way more business that way. And so based on the experience that I have, which is the thing that I wanted to bring into this video, if I had to actually start doing someone this 2024, because, we're just 1.5 months in, but what I would start working as of right now is basically building a brand itself around the business. If this is actually that you really want to maybe sell in the future, maybe you would like to delegate it to someone, and you want to actually have some systems in place so they don't fuck up the business, or you just want to make a lot of money, if I had to invest in it, because at the end of the day, when building a business, you know that you're going to stay in for at least 10 years, right? And so if you actually think on the long term, right, and you say, okay, so I'm going to start recording content today, and even if I suck for like 1 month, maybe, I'm going to actually get better at it, and I'm going to keep uploading. And you don't really have to, be extreme at it and actually upload 1 video a day or 1 video a week, right? But, uploading every now and then and basically being cool with it, not actually, with the scripted videos, because that's really, when people see something that is scripted, that doesn't really resonate with the audience. So keep it real, keep it simple, keep it familiar, right? That's just the thing that I've been repeating all for the whole length of the video. But yeah, if I had to put, my money into something, that would be branding itself, right? So if you can start today showing off, about your knowledge, it doesn't even have to, be showing the project itself, just about your knowledge, giving tips and tricks about, where you can actually get the best cabinets around your city, where you can actually get, top-rated contractors, or, where you can actually get someone who is actually legit, right? Because that's where people actually looks after for it, people who, is legit. And so maybe it doesn't really pay off, the first month or the first 2 months. But since this is something that you're going to be doing for a long period of time, you'll actually get a lot of business out of it. In fact, I'm not even that big of a deal, right? I have just 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and I'm getting leads out of the videos that I'm currently uploading, which blows my mind. But I mean, that's the end goal of it, the end result of it, right? You basically upload videos about your knowledge to explain, your experiences, what you found, the solutions, and all that stuff, basically providing value. And then people notice about you, and they're open to doing business with you because they already trust you, right? And that's where you're looking after it, right? Because whenever you get into an estimate, you want to be respected and you want to be seen as someone they can trust. And that is the steps that I would follow in order to, achieve that. So yeah, I would say, I don't know how much the video actually recorded. Yeah, 12 minutes, pretty fast video, but I really wanted to talk about this because I see a lot of contractors actually struggling with, and I really think that this video can really help them in kind of, opening new ways of actually getting business in, and not just getting business in, but actually growing the business. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed the video. If that was the case, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and if you have any questions whatsoever, I always try to answer each one of them. Just leave them on the comments down below, and I'll be basically answering them. So yeah, that being said, I'll see you in the next video. See ya.